178*837 Nicole Cateruzza. So my children came over for breakfast. I'm in front of Bell Plaza. I showed them the hidden gems and Easter eggs inside the Weekend at Bernie's. I asked Benjamin, my only Republic. I call him the little daddy. Only because I'm calling him overseas man who's G over, and I don't have access to it at the moment. So Benjamin acts as my little daddy, always has since he was here, since he arrived. It's a different mother-son relationship. Since Jason's 6 feet under as far as I'm concerned, so is Lewis. So Lewis sits down and tries to quiet me constantly at the table while I'm excited to finally see my children. Although Lewis allows Tia Frio 1975 to sit at the table. So, needless to say, the entire situation did not go well. And Lewis, of course, floats in and out of the conversation in the area. But when he leaves, because my children are like, Alexander said something so brash and brazen to me. They said that I've become more violent. I'm like, how so? By words. I'd expect nothing more of house mice. Or indoor cats from a farmer's daughter who doesn't say anything because if you have nothing else to say, don't say anything. That's how I raised them for I don't know how many years. I just never let Lewis into our lives purposely. So, since Lewis wants to turn the conversation and make me look mentally ill when, in fact, it actually is he, not myself, I did make sure, while my children were there, to say, hey, Lewis, I know you're not an authoritarian in my life or theirs. However, you act as though somebody allowed you to be. So, I'm just curious, did you ever tell your grandchildren that you let a murderer walk? That their father tried to murder me, and when I came to my parents to ask for advice, you didn't even instruct me as this head of household to go to the police. Did you tell your grandchildren that? I'm just curious. And of course Linda was there, and she's like, no, we never, yeah, right, got it. I was like, children, just so you know, I said, I never mentioned anything about he or Lou, and I kept Lou far away for a reason. Just so we're clear. I don't like to play head games, and I didn't want my children to be psychologically damaged. I think that the adults I was born to and this disgusting whatever New York's in was more than enough psychological damage. Trying to keep them sane and not in whatever. I did find out that Alexander has some form of guidance, I don't know from where, for those that participate with the murderer, or the attempted murderer, that still walks, while I seem to be in some Passover relationship. I don't know why I was put in this position, but it's absolutely disgusting at fee, fi, fo, fum, that any of them would even, I mean, Masters of the Universe being MU, this UM arrangement is a real dishonorable everything as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea why they would allow this. It's easier to correct the performance before it goes into motion and action. Where were all of the caricatures, the cast, and so on and so forth? Lewis also has a friend, Frank Russo, looks very much like Weekend at Bernie's, like the head guy. And then who had 13 siblings, they had something in, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, they had some catering hall at some point, talk about bad whatever, mojo. And then there was, let's see, Frank Falco. Also looked very Frank Russo in 6 Foot Under. Characters that Lewis just let come into my life, never said anything. For really bad actors and really bad leadership. Just the way that he's performed. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Caruso. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.